So, Procreate Dreams turned out to be the beast of a software that they said it would be. I mean, it got the performance mode, the perfect timeline, the eternal undos, and all the effects and filters that they added to it to make it a revolution for digital artists and animators especially, which is a great thing. Because I mean, it's got the eternal undos, which means you can save all your history into your document, and you can undo from the end of the work to the way beginning of the work. It's also got the performance mode, which allows you to create a keyframe animation just by dragging and moving an object in the frame while the video is playing, which is really handy. It allows you to just make the keyframeable animation without doing it one after the other. It's also got the awesome timeline. I call it awesome because it's awesome. I mean, it works way better than any other animation timeline I've ever seen. It works like you're working in Premiere Pro or Final Cut, but at the same time, it's got this demarcation of all the frames that can allow you to draw frame by frame as well. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. And I'm sure a lot of people are going to be using this software for video editing. Definitely. It's also got some effects and filters where you can change the opacity, the hue, saturation, balance, and Gaussian. You can add Gaussian blur to a specific track that you want. I love how similar it is to Procreate because it kind of makes it easier for you to get used to. Kinda. However, there were a couple of things that I encountered while using this app for the first couple of times, and it kind of made me question its perfection. First thing is the Apple Pencil gestures. For some reason, the double tap does not work here in Procreate Dreams. I don't know if you guys can see what I'm showing you. I don't know why, but that's actually kind of useful. I mean, we all got used to it. Everyone who has the second gen Apple Pencil kind of got used to the double tap. So I don't really know why they didn't add that here. Also, you can tell that the lasso tool and then the transformation tool are missing. Yes, that's because they basically don't exist in Procreate Dreams. Well, maybe they're just trying to make it different from Procreate. But I feel like those are some of the most important tools when it comes to drawing and animating digitally. Because there are a lot of mistakes that you'll be making that you need to correct, not necessarily by erasing and drawing all over again, but moving some parts of the drawing a bit forward or backward just to get the perspective right or something. Anyway, that's just my issue. I've still not confirmed whether I'm the only one experiencing this problem, because maybe someone else isn't. Because I remember seeing Aaron Blaze's live video of him animating with Procreate Dreams. I think that was the beta, but his double tap was working. So I don't know why. Maybe my settings are off. The interface is very attractive, I'll admit that. They intentionally took out a lot of the buttons away so that you don't get overwhelmed by a lot of buttons all around you. But that also means they are going to put a lot of the features hidden within one section. This means you're going to have to dig deep to find the features. And I think that's going to delay you getting used to it. I think it does. It did for me though. Personally, I found it hard to arrange the frames while I was drawing on them because it's kind of different from any other app that I've used. But it's actually kind of simple, just that it takes a while for you to get used to it. Also, one thing that surprised me, I never expected this to happen, but just as I was using Procreate Dreams for something very simple, just some simple drawings, and I was trying to do some bouncing ball animation or something, the app froze. It froze on me. Like, that's literally the opposite of what they promised. They were like, it never crashes. But mine crashed like 2 times, probably 3 times. And it even crashes when I put in a long audio file. I don't know if anyone else is facing this issue too, but maybe they'll fix it. But maybe it also has to do with my iPad version, because I'm using the iPad Air 5 2022, 64 gigabytes internal memory. Maybe it's because my internal storage is that small. That's why it's kind of misbehaving a little bit. But it's not really a big issue because it's saving incrementally, so it kind of recovers exactly where you left off, exactly where it crashed, so you don't really lose anything. So, but just that it's kind of misleading if they are going to promise that it never crashes and then it crashes. I mean, this is like the second best iPad on the market right now, second to the iPad Pro. This somehow makes me want to compare it to Calipeg because they both now have the freezing problem. Although Calipeg's one is kind of annoying, Procreate Dreams also freezes, so it feels like it's almost a tie right now. And if I'm to be really honest, Calipeg's frame by frame animation, moving the frames along the timeline, is actually kind of easier than Procreate Dreams. But I believe that when I get used to Procreate Dreams, it's going to feel much more easier to do and probably much more efficient. Anyway, I still have to get used to it. The learning curve for Calipeg is actually very, very simple. It's very intuitive. You can just start learning today and you already know what you're doing, as long as you have a little bit of experience with animation apps, especially on PC. But Procreate Dreams, it kind of takes you a while to get used to the flow. And when you get used to it, you kind of work better than any other app. It's kind of weird. But I'm just going to hope for the best. I mean, it's like they said, this is only the beginning. So I guess maybe we just have to wait for the next updates. Hopefully the next updates will bring the lasso tool and the transformation tool, because we really need those two. Did I just rhyme? Now, should you buy Procreate Dreams? Absolutely. Turns out it's the animation app with the greatest potential I've ever seen in my entire life. It's literally like a fusion of Photoshop, Premiere Pro, After Effects, and Adobe Animate, like all fused into one app, which is way cheaper. And the best part is it's really affordable. It's just $20, and it's a one-time purchase, just like Procreate. So like, no goddamn subscriptions. I hope soon enough Procreate Dreams is going to turn out way better than it already has, and can't wait to see what people will be doing with it. Alright, that's it for this video. Let me know your thoughts on this, and let me know if you're going to be buying Procreate Dreams. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.